Hi, my name is Peter Strokob. I'm Managing Partner at Peter Strokob Consulting, specialising in sales and marketing collaboration. My guest today is Mark Iles. He's Head of Brands at Nextgen Distribution. Hello Mark, thank you for meeting with us today. In the research report, which finding resonated with you the most?
I think when you go through the report, and there's a significant number of Australian and New Zealand businesses highlighted in the report, that you look at it and there's nearly 60% of businesses out there with either flat or declining revenues year on year. And we forget sometimes that it's a tough market out there economically, and businesses, like say nearly 60% of them struggling with flat or declining revenues. They've got to start looking at a different way of doing things. And I think that's what's interesting about the report.
Thank you, Mark. Out of the research findings, which of them resonated with your personal experiences the most?
I mean, from my personal experience, it's a very traditional challenge in a way of trying to find ways to integrate sales and marketing in a unified go-to-market approach. And I certainly agree with the report's findings from my own experience that if you've got tight integration, both either from a structural or from an engagement and collaboration point of view, it makes for a much more effective team. You've really got to have a very strong handshake and alignment between the sales and marketing organizations in order to be effective. Just having occasional meetings just doesn't cut it. You've got to be really tightly engaged, and you do get much better operational execution that way.
Given your own personal experiences, what advice would you give sales and marketing directors and CEOs in Australian organisations who are looking to improve their sales revenue performance in 2014?
I think the biggest challenge, and we chatted earlier about the tough economic conditions out there, is you've really got to start taking a different approach. As the report highlights, 60 to 80% of the decision making is done before the meeting's even being held. We're operating in a very different world now, and that means a very different approach from marketing, a very different approach from sales in terms of how they look to engage customers, and that means a different operational model between sales and marketing to be effective. There's no more traditional above the line, below the line. It's really a different program now of trying to engage and really helping buyers with the buyer's journey as opposed to traditional sales methodology. So really the trick here is you've got to take a fresh approach, you've got to look at doing things differently, and you've got to get that tight integration between sales and marketing.